Jai Shri Mataji. A very good morning to everyone. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us recite Shri Ganesh Mantra.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री गणेश साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवे नमो नमः।
Let us slowly bring our attention from our Muladhara to the Sahasrara with our right hand. And let us humbly pray to Shri Mataji. Shri Mataji, kindly establish our attention in our Sahasrara with complete thoughtlessness.
What is there to think even about your death? There is nothing like death for you because you have got eternal life. It's not that you continue with the same body. You may go on changing your dress, but you are living, you are aware, and you know, even if this body is not there, you will be there all the time available for Saj Yoga, for anything that is to be done in the name of reality. So you must know your position as eternal being. What is your work? What is your ideal? What you have to do? So one has to get rid of this idea of death, because death doesn't exist for you. It's finished. Moreover, all such people who are afraid of their death go on having insurances, this, that, all headaches, you see. And ultimately, what happens? All these worldly things, you leave here and you depart. There is, I don't think anybody could carry even a little dust with that soul which is departing. But in your case, when you people are no more on this earth, so called, then you don't carry all these material things because you have already given up. You have no interest in them. You are not materialistic. So your spirit is free. And when you die, what happens to you is a very simple thing, that you feel very liberated. Absolutely. And then you feel your freedom completely, and you can decide what you want to do. It's all under your own guidance, your own desire. Everything works out. You don't feel that you have come out of your body. And this is what should tell you that there should be no fear of death, but on the contrary, it should be welcomed. Because you will feel much more liberated, much more at ease. You don't have other problems that you have to, in any case, carry on in this world. So, because of this body, now see, I have to take some medicines, I have to take vitamins. I don't have to take anything. Don't need anything. This body is finished is a very good idea. It's so troublesome it is, you see. All the time, despite the fact you may say that, oh, I don't care for this body and all that, but this body won't leave you. This is the most sticky thing we have, is our body. So to forget about death should be the easiest thing for you. We have broken many walls. As you know very well, that the conditionings we have finished that. It's very surprising. I have seen people, when they get their realization, immediately after that they start seeing around them. They'll immediately tell you what's wrong with their religion. Then they'll tell you what's wrong with their country, what's wrong with their culture. It's through them I have come to know so much. I didn't know that this was so, but they themselves told us now. For example, there's a Frenchman, take it. If a Frenchman gets a realization, you know everything about French. The things you could never even imagine what sort of people they are. They will tell you everything. Same with the English, I have seen. English, they laugh at themselves, all right. But actually, when they become realized souls, you see, they give you a complete picture of English people. What sort of people are there, what's wrong with them, how they are egoistical, this, that. I was amazed. I never knew so many things which I came to know through Saj Yogis who got realization. Because they have seen all these things very thoroughly and very closely, and they knew what was it. Now, when you become so clean, washed up completely, your mind completely cleaned out from all kinds of conditionings, you see. You become like a mirror, beautiful mirror. And in that mirror, one can see complete picture of the society in which you live, the complete picture of the government which rules you, everything. So clear cut. And it is absolute. It is not biased. For example, you ask somebody, then he will say, what is your politics? If I say my politics is, I have no politics. Say, what? You have no politics? How can you exist without politics? I have no politics. So they will go on asking questions to you which are very much unknown. But for a realized soul, it's just the other way around. He not only sees, but also shows and expresses very clearly. I've been amazed at the way people have been really so reflective of the society into which they live and the country which they represent. So the identification is lost. Complete identification is lost. You don't feel identified much. You just see what's wrong with that person. Then also another point is that you start seeing how you can help, what you should do, how you can work it out. And the importance of that becomes your main theme in life. Everybody I see yesterday, the way you brought all these flags and all that, behind that flag I could see all of you wanted that peace should prevail in those countries. They should get all the joy and beauty of Sahaja. It's what a feeling it is. It's not like yourself becoming Sahajogis and sitting in the corner, no. They want to do it for that country about which they are not identified, but without identification, they have that deep feeling that they have to work out, correct it. It's a very different type of personality you develop. Normally, you see, if you say a word against somebody that see in your country, they do like this. Oh, what are you talking? What about your country? Immediately, they'll never accept. If you just try to even say one word against their country or their government, which may be the most rotten government, but no, stay, what? We are all right. That kind of stupid identification, which keeps you completely glued to that society. Like some people will say, no, I have to go to the pub. I say, why? Why have to go to the pub? That's our society. That's our culture. We have to go to the pub, get drunk and fall down, all of us together. That's the sort of thing we are. We can't help it. You see, this is what it is. You tell anybody that why do you do this like this? What is the need to do? No, because I have to live in this society. After all, I belong to this society and I just can't do what I like. But when you get your realization, you can do what you like. You can do what you like because you only like that is righteous, that is good, that is constructive, that is helpful. So you can do whatever you like. After realization, there is no restriction for it. All these restriction of don't, these really enslave you. I think it very much enslaves you. But after realization, you are such a free bird that nothing can enslave. For example, there are many preachers who preach you shouldn't drink, you should not smoke, take drugs, you should do this, you should do that. But it doesn't stop, doesn't help. People struggle, try everything, ultimately they commit suicides. But they can't get rid of those habits. While now you are so powerful that nothing can stick to you. That's the purity of your character that has come up. It doesn't allow any nonsensical things to stick to you. I have heard of so many Sahajogis telling me how their eyes have steadied down how they have become so righteous, how they have become so pure, and they can't understand. They said, Mother, is it your power, your purity you have given us, or it is our purity you have awakened? Of course, yours. No doubt. All these things you have, and you become aware of it. And thus, you get absolutely misidentified, I should say, with all these nonsensical things, and you don't like it. You just don't like it, and you go on criticizing. I have been to all these countries also before, and I have met people who are very much identified. And diplomatically, I was not supposed to say anything whatsoever that would make them feel that they are doing something wrong. But after Sahaja Yoga, the same people are telling us and making fun of the whole thing. For example, I've heard some Sahaja Yogis talking to each other. He says, you see, in my country, this is so stupid thing going on. Another one said, nobody can beat mine. It's much worse. It's a very common competition among Sahaja Yogis going on. So that we have to see how pure we have become. And in this purity, anything that is dirty, murky, anything that will spoil this purity, we don't like it. We don't like it. We are washed, cleaned from inside, and we won't want to take anything like that within us anymore. Then I have seen also the way people have become so compassionate. It's very surprising how they have become compassionate to each other. For example, there were two Sahaja Yogis. They were not very happy with each other, not compatible, whatever you say that is. And I didn't know how to make them feel that, you see, the other Sahaja Yogi is all right. It doesn't matter after all. What is it? No, I don't like this thing anymore. And the another one would say, I don't like this thing about him. So it went on, I don't like. He says, I don't like. I mean, they were seeing each other's defects or whatever you may call them. So I said, all right, now will you meditate for some time again? Meditate. And I said, now, do you love me? She said, one says, I love you more than he loves. I said, it's a difficult situation. How to make them understand now that you cannot weigh your love, you cannot make a chart out of it. It is something within yourself. And if you love somebody, then you enjoy it. I mean, you cannot qualify it, you cannot quantify it. But this was going on with these two gentlemen together. And I thought, now what to do? They are very important and still there's no understanding between the two. So the divine power took over, I think. One of them fell very sick suddenly, very sick. And I had sent word also that you'll be sick. Be careful. But it was, I mean, they thought that the other fellow might be trying to be funny or something. It was not understood. He was very sick. When he felt sick, then this one, the another one, felt such tremendous love for him. It's something nobody can explain. That he went and sat with that patient for 24 hours and said that if you need any money, I have got. He paid for wherever he could pay. So this gentleman also was very sensible and reasonable person on his own. felt this love, this affection in this hard taskmaster, the other one, and such understanding grew up within them. It is, I think, is the divine's play that they were brought together so close and such compassion. So the force of compassion within you is so much, it's very subtle, you don't see. Because on mental level, I was telling them, arguing, trying to pacify him, like that was on, it would not work out. But when this force of compassion started acting suddenly into one of them, the another one saw the compassion, the pure compassion, and just they became great friends. So one has to feel the compassion within yourself. I have seen many a times that there are many Sahajogis, and sometimes I have to correct them or say something. Immediately another one will say, Mother, can you forgive him? You can't forgive. As I have forgiven, I am not doing anything. Please forgive, please. I feel so happy to hear that. That in one point, in one condition, when it comes to Sahajogi, you support him. Even against me, I feel happy. Shows that you are not only generous, but you are filled with your compassion. So this source of compassion which is within your being, in your heart, you have to just open your heart. If you open that heart, it's like opening the Sahasrara. You will be amazed how you can forgive people and you can live with them. I have reports which disturbs me many a times that people are forming different groups and having different ashrams and they don't come to the collective and all that. I feel very much concerned. Now what is missing is, of course, there are also some people who think that they must have a separate, their own organization and why should they be in the collective and all that. So that it is definite that such a person has not yet achieved that state of compassion. In the state of compassion, you like that somebody tells you that don't say anything to such and such person. I don't want you to say this. It's very, very joy-giving to me. Like we had one couple, they were quarreling throughout. They used to send me letters after letters. Baba was fed up. Telephones after telephones, both of them quarreling. Quarreling so much. I didn't know what to do with them. So, I thought that it's better that they divorce and finish it off. And I told them separately that you better divorce each other and get out of it. But the complaints you have are such that they cannot be solved. I said, how? I said, you are saying that my husband doesn't give me more time, he is always out and he doesn't spend any nice moments with me, we don't go out, and all these complaints are there. And the husband says that she always troubles me, that I must take her out and I must do this and I must do that. I want to do it, but I can't do it. So I said, but when you take a divorce, you will never claim anything. Permanently the husband is lost and you are lost. So why do you want to do such a thing? Immediately, this compassion started working. And then I put in a word, supposing any one of you is sick tomorrow, then who will look after each other? This just put them out. You know, such little moments in life come in the life of Sahaj Yogis I have seen, that suddenly this heart opens, and with that they combat all these petty nonsensical ideas which keeps them out of each other and out of the collectivity. What gives me the greatest enjoyment is to see how you love each other, care for each other, joke with each other, and dance with each other. This is the greatest thing that I enjoy. I don't want to get rid of this idea of mine, despite the fact so many times I find it's hard to believe how could Sahaj Yogis behave like this and try to create rifts and distances between the people who are realized souls. Because realized souls anywhere in the world, if you see them, they respect each other. Not only respect, cared, and never talked ill of another realized soul. Never. I don't know if you have known about the private lives of these saints, but in India, as we have had so many of them, when you see them, how they have behaved towards each other, the way they have looked after each other, it's so beautiful, it's so noble, as if they care for the other Sahaj yogi or a realized soul than for him themselves. And the whole thing makes you feel like in a new world of new people who care for the feelings of others and not what they want to say or what they want to have or there's something special. Also, in Sahaj Yoga, you have lost your speciality. Some of them think they are very special. Supposing I call some lady to put, say, alta on my feet. She starts thinking she's very special, but I just call her because I know she has a horrible agya and I have to clear it out. And when somebody told me, Mother, she thinks something very special, I said, really? What makes her think like that? Because you call her to put some alta on your feet. I said, I just call her that she has such a horrid, ugly agya that she will trouble everyone. So I want to clear it. So, either I should have told her that you are a very egoistical, horrible, and all the words that are possible. Otherwise, she won't understand. It's so surprising.
Mahamantras.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Thank you, Shri Mataji, for blessing us with this beautiful meditation. Let us all bow down to Shri Mataji, raise our Mother Kundalini, and give ourselves a bandhan. Let us continue tomorrow morning, same time. Jai Shri Mataji.